Welcome to another A&B Horror Movies. I am Ben,
And I'm Aaron.
and in this video, we're going to be talking about Late Night with the Devil. Well, kind of a review for us. But yeah, so
It, we,
Aaron watched
it's
it for me, and I was super excited. But before I say anything, I'm going to let you, Aaron, have your say first.
yes. So this is the first. Well, we haven't done a review video in a while, so it'll be interesting to see what our thoughts are. And I don't think I shared a whole lot with you either. First of all, I have no idea what you thought of it. Second, walking out of the theater, I will say I enjoyed it. It perhaps I was a little bit too amped up to see it, and it fell a little bit short in that regards. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. Kept my attention. I will say that I had to sit in the very front row because it was a small theater and it was sold out behind me. So I was completely looking straight up at the screen, and it was distorted to the point where they were
Right.
large on the bottom and small, like almost like triangular shaped. So maybe that made it a little odd or a little bit of a different experience. But I will say I liked it. Maybe I'll kick it off with that. What did you think?
So to start with, we went last night. We watched it, and we was actually in a cinema with not one person in. We were
Oh my
just
gosh.
the only two in there.
So it was like a live studio audience, but you were
Yeah,
the
sat
only
back.
members in the
Um,
studio audience.
I did like it. I did like it.
Hmm.
There was a little bit that you sort of warned me about. I really, really enjoyed three quarters. The first three quarters of the movie,
Hmm.
I- and the last kind of batshit psychedelic part lost me.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, the buildup was done really well, right? And then
It
the
was
the
it was really good.
Mhm, mhm. I really liked it with that psychic, right? You couldn't tell if he was like faking it and reading the audience, without giving spoilers away here.
Yeah.
And then there's sort of a, I guess I would say that the nemesis, who puts everything down and doesn't believe in anything that the audience is seeing. And his character played nicely off what was to come. Um, it
Yeah.
did completely go in a direction that I didn't expect in the end. Um, but it kind of worked overall. I don't know. It all came
It did.
together. And the
Yeah.
more I thought about it as days went on, because you just saw it last night, I saw it last week. The more I thought about it, the more I liked it, if that made sense. It stayed with
Now
me
you
for a few
now
days.
you've got over what you just watched.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So I did like it. I'm not gonna let the end ruin it.
Hmm.
It's very slow burning, but if a film's done right, I don't mind that. And this was done right, and it kind of went creepy, and I was like, this is good now. This is my kind of film.
Yep.
And then it went past my kind of film where it went over the top. But I must say there were points where I was kind of because I didn't go to a late until quite a late showing. By the time it started, I think it was like 20 past 10.
Oh,
And
wow. And you stayed awake the whole time?
I did.
Just kidding.
So just about. But I was watching it, and when in between there's the spoiler now. So when he
Spoiler
says
alert.
break
Yep.
or go to a break or ads or sponsors, when it done that and it said be back in a moment, I was kind of like for a millisecond forgot that I was watching a film and not a proper documentary. It was made and
Mhm.
filmed that well for the 70s.
Yep.
And it was good. And it got to a scene and I was like, this is it now. This is where it's going to get really good. And it went, I don't want to say overly good. It just went, and then I was kind of like,
Yeah.
because I really want to talk about, it, but I don't want to spoil it for people because there's a scene that I thought was really, really good.
Well, how about we do this? So we'll do a spoiler alert warning. So if you want to turn the video off, you can. I guess my question for you is, would you recommend this to others, to other horror fans?
I definitely would.
Will you buy a
I
copy?
definitely would. Um, I'd also say go into this expecting
Hmm.
something different from the trailer because the trailer completely sold it different to me.
Yeah,
But
yeah, fair
that
enough.
saying, 70s setting was awesome.
Yes,
Everyone in it acted. I think her name was Ingrid. Is that Torelli? Torelli?
I think so.
Her name who
She
played
was the little girl, right?
Lily. Yeah, who played
Yeah.
Lily, the girl. She was really good.
Hmm.
Um, everyone good. And it had I didn't know Michael Ironside was the narrator, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I don't think I knew that either.
So
I mean, I guess I would say the same thing. I think the Cairns brothers did a really nice job with the film.
yeah,
I would say go see it. I'll definitely buy a copy. And
definitely.
like I
Yeah.
said, the more I think about it, the more I want to watch it again. Yeah, can't wait to revisit it. So now we could do the. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say. So, was you without any spoilers with the end? Was you the way it ended? Can you? If I don't know if you can remember because you watched it a few days ago, but
Hmm.
it went crazy, and
Hmm.
then the ending finished the way I didn't expect it to, but in a way I couldn't have
Yes.
guessed it was going to go that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it was almost like in the. Why don't we do a spoiler alert? And I'll try the new feature. Let's see. If you see the fireworks, then spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it yet and you you don't want it to anything get ruined, then stop watching now. Or just mute us and keep it playing. Um, go for it. Finish your thought.
What I was going to say, it was about the scene where
Mhm.
he he does the what's it he does? Hypnotizes everyone,
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
and then he thinks he's got the worms, and then they play the tape back, and you can see the way that it actually looked, which I thought was really cool. And
Hmm.
then when they played back the bit with demonic possession, it really started. I thought this is really cool now, and then it kind of got ruined for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're so it tied back to the whole like cult that he was supposedly a part of, right?
Yeah,
And then I mean, ultimately they gave him what he always wanted, but it also was the end of what he always wanted, right?
yeah, but I kind of got the feeling it was filmed so good as a show,
Mhm.
but then the last segment of the film was kind of from his perspective, so that kind of messed me up. Does
Yes,
that
you're
make
definitely remove
sense?
there. It's jarring in a way because they sort of grounded on the show, and then at the end it
Yeah.
completely leaves that. I don't know. I guess I would say the safety or security of the show and goes into a very different direction and almost all in his head, right?
Yeah.
Sort of like a trippy experience. Um,
By the way, talking of trippy or whatever it is,
I
this is really cool.
noticed
Young Dream
Neon
beer,
Dreams,
awesome.
tropical wheat beer. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
looks
it's
good.
really, I just thought I'd give that a shout out to anyone who likes drinking beer.
Brew dog.
Half the world. Brew dog. We didn't get a brew
I still
dog
have
in
yet to
America.
have a brew dog. I know we just
And
met up.
there was one literally round the corner from where we were staying, but never mind.
I'm drinking tea, so not as exciting, but I do have a ghost face tumbler, so that's kind of
I'll
cool.
go to this Tumblr. And you can
Um,
just see my B Horrors Tumblr there.
oh yeah, mine is somewhere behind me. You can't
I
see it. I think
drink
it's like
gin out.
you just you reserve that just for gin.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's my gin cup. That's how you know it's gonna go
It's
bad.
yes, yes, exactly.
So,
Where were we? Late Night
midnight.
with the Devil.
Late
There
Night
you
with the Devil. Late Night with the Devil. So I'm gonna say I would have give it if it had gone the way that I was hoping it was going to go, I would have given that a 9 out of 10. And I would still tell people to definitely go and see it, but with a more open mind.
Yes. And don't try to guess the ending. I do have one sort of small complaint. Who was filming between the segments? So when they go to a commercial break, who was filming there? That sort of took me out of the moment too, because I don't know, it just didn't seem.
I think
that was my biggest complaint, I guess.
Yeah. And I think what sold this to me so much was it was kind of on that same track as Ghostwatch. And as everybody knows, I absolutely love that. But it just it was nowhere near, and I know Ghostwatch I watched years ago, and that's why it scared the shit out of me, but it was nowhere near as real as Ghostwatch or as scary. But it was that well filmed at points that I kind of was like, oh yeah, it's a film. If that sounds...
no, I know what you mean. I think it had the Ghostwatch feel, but then they tried something different, I guess. What I would say.
Anyway, Late Night with the Devil, we loved it.
Those are our thoughts. Check it out at the theater if you can. If not, it's coming to Shudder soon, so you'll be able to watch it at home. Late night with the lights out.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you liked it. Oh, and I'd just like to add, I actually think this may be a movie would benefit, as you said, lights off. Maybe at home watching it on your TV would.
Yes. Yeah, no, I think so. Like I said, I can't wait to watch it again at home with the lights out.
Yeah. And if you've got a collection, a cool collection, VHS collection, and you've got one of those old box TVs, watch it on that, because I think it would be awesome.
They really did capture the 70s.
They did.
The clothes, the I don't know, the mannerisms, the dialogue. It was really well done.
70s, 80s, everybody loved to smoke continuously. They got that.
Yes.
So
times not that a little bit.
Smoking's bad, but
it is bad for you.
Yes. But there you go.
Well, our latest review video. Maybe we'll get back to doing more of these.
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought about the film in the comments.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to A&B Horror Movies on Instagram. Follow us over there. Follow us over if you just found this. And if you do already follow us, thank you very much. And thanks for watching. Cheers.
Bye, everyone.